What's up, everybody? I'm Moose.
I'm TA.
And this is Vulgar Display of Sports. This is season number 2, episode 7. What do you think, TA?
Well, we got playoffs coming up. We're going to have a good weekend. You're a lot more excited than I am. Us Niner fans are done. We're on to baseball season, but...
See, that's weird, though, TA. Like, I'm not excited.
Oh, you're more nervous.
Yeah, dude. I am, yeah.
It's been a bit since I haven't been in the playoffs. Probably like 4 years, I think. I don't remember. It's 2021, something like that. But at least I get to enjoy the playoffs this year. I get to watch other people struggle and stress, and I get to just enjoy it this year.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I remember those years when like we didn't make the playoffs for all those times, and I was like, sure, you know, it was annoying. And it was upsetting because the season was over, but then you're like, well, now I get to watch real good football.
Exactly.
And, like, it doesn't matter who I root for.
You get to enjoy it. You get to pick your teams right now. We do have a possibility of, what was it, Chargers, Bills, Lions, Vikings. Dude, how cool would that be?
One of them's going to win it first.
I mean, there's 4 of them that are going to end up possibility making it. Oh, that'd be awesome. Just to have a chance of a different team. Unfortunately, we still got the Chiefs in here. Somehow we got to get rid of them quick.
I know. I love that. I'd love to see us see the Chargers in the championship game.
Yeah, I mean,
if they somehow and listen, that's a team that would do it. They could run it right down their throat.
It's still hard,
up Zeke too.
Yeah, so I don't hate that signing. Honestly.
I like that for that team. For that team, I love that because Gus the Bus is a little bit fucking banged up, dude. And Zeke, dude, yo. I'm telling you right now, dude, I know it's probably not going to happen because I remember this happened last year or whatever when I think the Ravens picked up, like, Dalvin Cook, and I was like, but Zeke, but, like, he didn't do a fucking thing. No. But, like, I don't know. I think Zeke's has a little bit more left, I think, than Dalvin Cook did at that time. I think Zeke he could come to life a little bit. Zeke is
end of the year last year in New England, he actually started coming to life when they started giving him the ball, but this year he didn't touch the ball at all in Dallas.
That's a shit show too, whatever. But
yeah, that whole organization's just a disaster.
Oh my god.
So, as we were talking, nothing going on except I was saying I like Mike Evans, that he got his 1,000 yards. I think that's very classy of Tampa.
Dude, that's one thing. We were at the Hall of Fame this weekend.
Yep.
And my youngest, he's a Bills fan.
Yep.
But he's a real fan of football.
Cool.
So he's like, at first I was like, dude, I'm not buying you all these jerseys, dude. Like, they're not Bills jerseys. But then I'm like, you know what? I like that. Whatever. I was kind of like that when I was a kid too, right?
Absolutely.
And like, I used to love the creamsicle jerseys, right?
Me too.
Okay, listen. We walk in this store, dude. Tell me this would make you like, just like, what the fuck? I gotta buy it, right? We're in there. All of a sudden, he just looks over. Out of all the jerseys on the wall, you pick creamsicle Mike Evans jersey. And I'm like, and I was putting money on Mike Evans. I go, put in the cart, dude. Let's go. We got it. The creamsicle Mike Evans jersey. He went off. If you didn't bet on Mike Evans this weekend, you don't know football.
I bet hard. How'd the boys like it? You guys have fun there?
Yeah, dude. It was so cool. It was like the most.
Their first trip?
Their first time there.
That's cool.
Yeah. They never been there. I was there, but back when we were in high school, we actually played there.
Yep.
So it was a cool thing from my high school, but it's a long time ago, right? And I feel like I have a different love and respect for the game, so it meant more to me this time going on, especially with the kids being there or whatever. So.
Absolutely, you boys had to like it.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool stuff. Yeah, either way.
All right, we got big playoffs coming up this week. It's wild card weekend. We get 2, 3, and 1. Let's start with the NFC this week. So NFC starts off.
Yeah, I don't like that either, though. Do you?
I don't really like it either. I don't know if I really like the Monday night, honestly.
Me neither. Like that doesn't. I don't. Who draws straws for that?
I know it feels weird. I think it's all about ratings. Who they think can have the best ratings, but I don't.
That doesn't.
The Monday night kind of looks like shit to me. Honestly, it's a fucking Vikings-Ram game.
I think the Rams. Okay, let's get to what you got going on.
No, I don't think that's going to be a bad game, but I think ratings-wise, I don't know if it's going to be that hefty on a Monday night. But
yeah, out of all the games, I could think that would be like the least.
What I would think is, I think the way they're looking at it is it's Rams, so we're hitting at 8 o'clock. They're hitting at 5 o'clock.
West Coast, right?
Yeah, it's more of a West Coast type thing. That's what I'm thinking. Otherwise, I don't know why they would do that, but we'll start off. We'll say NFC. Here we go. We'll leave AFC for next. First game we got Packers-Eagles. Packers sitting at 7. Eagles sitting at the 2 spot. That's going to be Sunday at 4:30. Packers getting 4.5. Eagles giving 4.5. We got over under 45.5. How do you like this game?
The Jalen Hurts thing.
So, yeah, the Jalen Hurts thing still scares me. Whether he's in concussion protocol, which he is technically still now, he may be practicing tomorrow because Wednesday he hasn't had to. But the fact that he's missed 16 days,
that's a lot.
It's a lot going into the playoffs.
You see some cats bounce back after 5 days, 4 days, or whatever.
Agreed.
Like the minimal fucking time.
Now,
you know?
he hasn't had to practice because they had basically the bye week last week. With that, you could sit everybody. You were sitting at 2 no matter what. I still don't like the fact that he really hasn't even won against practice squad in 16 days. That's a lot, man.
How about they threw more times with their backups than they ever did during the season with Jalen Hurts?
I agree. Now, also losing Pickett, what he broken ribs. Does that make you a little more when you throw the ball here this weekend?
Like
you got nobody as your backup now.
That's what I'm saying. That's to me. If I was an Eagles fan and seen that, I'd be sick to my stomach.
Me too.
That's right. That's the only thing you got going for you is that I guess everyone knows that you run the ball all the fucking time, and you still got a 2,000-yard running back. So I guess that's something good going for you. Now, God forbid they lose someone on that offensive line. That'd be the next fucking thing that could ever go wrong with that team.
They still have a phenomenal offensive line, so it's hard to worry about Jalen getting hit unless he does something stupid.
Like the dumbest shit ever some of these quarterbacks do. The whole non-sliding, half-sliding.
God, just the dumb bullshit for that extra yard and a half.
What are you doing, dude?
Reaching the ball out, that's just dumb. So
yeah.
So what do we think?
So for my prediction, I think okay, let's say it's a Jalen Hurts led Philadelphia Eagle team.
Yes, that's what we'll
They're giving 4.
Yes, 4.5.
4.5. The over/under is 45.
45.5. In Philly, number 2, it's loud. Jordan Love, we still don't know how he's feeling. That hand's gonna hurt. It's the throwing hand. That's gonna hurt.
See, you're still gonna have a Jacobs versus fucking Saquon fucking no matter what the weather is. You know, you got 2 of the best backs in the league.
Christian Watson out now. Romeo Doubs a little beat up, not terrible.
I like the Eagles, and I like the spread, and I like the under.
I'm exactly with you. I got the under 45.5. I've got the Eagles winning 32-18, tell you the truth. I honestly don't see it being this close of a game. I think the only chance the Packers have is Josh Jacobs running the rock on them, trying to keep up with them, because that Philadelphia secondary actually came on really big at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And Jordan Love, if his hand is still hurt, I think they're going to struggle throwing the ball.
I think especially with Philly, I think they generate a ton of pressure with that younger defensive line they got, dude. And I think you see Jalen Carter come to life, and I think that becomes a problem because I think if they put pressure on Love, and with him being kind of banged up and he's already kind of in that zone, he's gonna make those mistakes that you've seen him make before.
Yeah.
So I think Philly takes that game.
I think Philly
especially if Hurts starts and he's healthy. I think Philly easily.
If Hurts doesn't start or Hurts gets hurt, then it's a totally different fucking game.
I think if they stick to the ball game, Sirianni needs to just hand the fucking ball off to Saquon. He needs to touch the ball 25 times. If he doesn't, you're not going to win that game.
The Packers have, I think, shot themselves in the foot more than any team this year. They've made too many stupid fucking decisions, too many stupid plays, where I just feel like they're going to come into the playoffs and fuck up.
Jair Alexander's gone.
And that hurts.
That's huge because he is a beast when he's healthy.
No doubt about it. You still have to cover Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown.
That's what I'm saying. And if that one kid's even Jalen Hurts isn't playing, I still might even take Philly. I'd like to see the spread with that quarterback in. It'd probably be obviously different, but
it'd be close.
Yeah.
But I mean.
Anyways, I think if Jalen Hurts plays and he's healthy, I think Philly does win that game, and I think I like Philly. I take Philly.
Me too. I might hit the over. I don't know. We'll see. The over/under is going to be close.
Yes, I'd had to say for me, I want to see the forecast that day before I do the over.
Yeah, I feel like there'll be a lot of garbage time points by the Packers.
But if you gotta mark me down, I would say mark me down with the under. I like Philly's defense. I don't think.
So do I. This second half, they played fucking
awesome, dude. That Mitchell kid's a beast.
That Eagles team's good.
They're nasty,
team,
dude. That's the thing. Nick Sirianni is such a fucking bum.
Yeah.
He's just got the best team in football.
No doubt
Dude,
about it.
if you could not, how do you not, like, that offensive line is disgusting, dude. Like, for me, I'll watch Eagles games just to watch the offensive line. Even without Kelsey, it's still phenomenal. Last year, I loved to watch it with Kelsey.
Yeah, I know, but even losing him, man, they didn't lose a beat, man.
Not really.
Fucking offensive line.
I wanted to say that, it didn't work without Kelsey. He was obviously more fun to watch, but it does seem to be pretty.
Yeah, everybody
successful.
likes Jason Kelsey, but that offensive line's phenomenal.
They're
The
good.
run game's great. I mean,
Mylata's
Jalen Hurts
a beast, dude.
Mylata's phenomenal.
Beast.
I mean, Lane Johnson's
Johnson's
fucking
still
good,
a beast
man.
at his age, you know.
That's such a good team. That's a scary fucking team. It's just it comes down to is Nick Sirianni gonna fuck him up or not? If he loses a game, I don't see him winning you a game. That team will win you a game, but I can see him losing you a game. If that makes sense.
If it's close, I like LaFleur.
Oh yeah, a lot. He's a really good coach, honestly.
He really is.
And his team seems to like him, so
They do seem to like him a lot. I think AJ Brown gets involved early too in that game. It's over. They have no one that can cover AJ Brown.
I don't.
They might be able to stop Smith.
Agreed. He's a little smaller.
I think they got nice linebackers too to run with Goddard. I don't think Goddard's going to have that big of a game versus that.
Neither do I.
Versus that Green Bay deep. I do think that if AJ Brown gets involved, and Saquon's hitting, I think there's no chance that Green Bay can win that game.
I agree. I don't think there's a chance, but
We'll
Barkley's sitting at over 100. Jacob sits at over under 80. How do you feel on him? 100's tough. Even though he's fucking phenomenal, 100's tough because there's a lot of good players on that team.
Yeah, I like under 100 for Saquon, and I think that I like under for Jacobs.
For Jacobs, yeah, because I can see Jacobs sit at like 75, but I can see Barkley at like 85. I think they would have set him at, and I think that would have been a better over under. I saw him at 100 today on FanDuel.
Yeah.
I still think they're both going to have a big part in this game. Barkley, total yards, I can see over 100.
Yeah.
I'll see him getting a couple screens here and there. Honestly, probably Jacobs as well. But
they both get used in the screen game similar.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, they're both similar backs. Barkley's just a better back.
Just better.
He's
got a way better line.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't
makes a lot. That makes a lot of difference.
AJ Brown's at 90. Devontae Smith's at 70. Jaden Reed at 60. Dobbs at 50.
I like Dobbs.
So do I.
I'm clicking Dobbs for sure. The first one out of all of them that I'd click.
Taking him over 50 for
Sneaky
sure.
hitting Dobbs because everyone's going to be picking the big names, but Dobbs, he gets them yards for them.
Yeah.
He gets some dirty yards.
And he gets you big. I mean, he'll get you a 25-yard.
He'll break a chip off, and you'll be like, okay, let's go.
Even if
First quarter, only got 20 more yards to go. Let's go, Dobbs.
Even if he only gets you like 3 catches, he still can easily get you to 50 yards.
Yeah, he's going to average at least like 15, 16 yards a catch.
Right?
And then he's a really good possession guy. And then I think Reed, no, I don't like that.
Neither do I, the 60, no.
He's too fucking hit or miss. I lost money on that little cocksucker a few times. Fuck him.
Yep.
I like, what's the numbers for Brown? 90?
AJ Brown's at 90. Honestly,
I don't like that.
I do. I like it. If Jalen Hurts is in there, I feel like he's going to force him the ball right away. So I can see like a 110-ish game.
All right, so we're painting a picture that so if Barkley's under 100, then I guess I'll give Brown over 90.
Yeah,
okay,
so I see
like
him
that.
under 100, but I really see Jalen Hurts going to his security blanket where he'll throw the ball up to AJ Brown with 2 guys on him, and AJ Brown's like a fucking transformer out there. He'll still catch it. Honestly, the fact that the Titans had him and Derrick Henry and didn't win was just fucking.
Well, that's why Vrabel should be the guy.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Andy and Hopkins.
I'd say that's a really good fucking point. I guess.
And Tannehill was a substantial enough quarterback to run that.
That's a good point. But back to defensive fucking coaches. But
right.
All right, so we'll move on from there because we're both kind of in agreement. Eagles taking the Packers.
What was Smith's number though? Sorry,
Smith was at 70.
See, I sneakily like that. Right?
Smith will get you a 50-yarder.
But the only reason why I agree with you with the AJ is because Jair Alexander's not playing. I don't see no one be able to run with that horse.
Yeah.
But that's why I do think if they do get burned by Brown, they might start switching coverage up. Then that opens up Smith. Blah blah blah. So I would be unsure of that. If you're going with Brown, I'm gonna go with Smith.
I can see that.
I can see that.
I mean, either one of the two of them are gonna.
They're gonna go off, and one of them is going to be an anytime touchdown scorer.
Yes, I guarantee that. That'd be a good one.
If not both.
That'd be good. I agree with you. I don't think Dallas Goedert's going to touch the ball much, but those two, I think one of those two are going to fucking have a big day.
Yeah, I'd say if I was doing that bet slip, I'd go Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown scorer, right? Because he's going to get that, right?
He's always going to.
All right, so that's my parlay. Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown scorer. A.J. Brown over 90. Saquon under 100.
Yep.
Devontae Smith over 3.5 catches, something like that, right? And then I'd plug in maybe a.
See, I'd be throwing A.J. Brown touchdown.
Yeah, A.J. You touch that's probably like a plus 1,200, plus 1,300 banger, and that's something that you could probably hit.
That'd be that's
plausible.
That in on the same. Yeah, because it can happen easily.
It's just about spreading out. Like even though it's enticing when you got two receivers, it's like it's usually not both going to go off.
But it's still a factor.
But it's still a possible thing because there's giant airs out. So they both got big play capability. So it's like it does make you start thinking like all these paint these stories, right? So,
yep, absolutely.
What do you got next?
All right, we'll move on to the next NFC game. Is 8:00 on Sunday. We got the Commanders sitting at 6 against Tampa. Ooh. We have Tampa's giving 3, Commanders getting 3.
What Tampa Bay is going to show up? That's the question I gotta find out because why the fuck divisional whatever, dude? That Saints team is garbage, dude. That I just didn't understand that game the other day. Baker Mayfield. I make money with this fucker all year long, and then I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna put a little more on Baker today.
Yes.
All this incentive and shit going out with Mike Evans and blah 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 blah.
Well, I felt like he was trying to force the ball to Mike too much. It was sitting with him too much. I think getting Mike Evans' 85 yards really sat on him hard.
Baker was into but that's the way he's a dude though. He's a dude's dude. Like he wanted that money from Mike just as much as Mike wanted.
He said, I think he was more worried about getting him that 1,000 more than anything. He's like, I want this guy to have
because
11 years, man. Like,
with Jerry Rice, what company to be in?
And he only person with Jerry Rice.
That's what I'm saying. That's
next year he could break. That'd be fucking wild, man.
Dude, Mike Evans is awesome though.
Mike Evans missed 4 games. And still was able to do it this year. That's awesome, man. Yeah. And I love Mike Evans. And I'm honestly a big Baker guy. So.
Me too. Baker's my second favorite quarterback in the league probably right now. You know, so.
Baker's awesome, man.
Yeah.
He's had a shit run from him.
I love that draft class that the 18th draft.
Sam Darnold's still doing well with them. So.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the Commanders getting 3, Tampa giving 3 in Tampa. So it's basically they're calling it even at this point. It's over 50.5. I got
in Tampa.
It's in Tampa. What I have sitting here is I'm taking the under 50.5 because I think it's going to be a 28-20 game. I see 48 total points there, but I see Tampa winning this game. Just because I believe in Baker, I really do. I believe in Mike Evans. I just think they're going to come out fucking.
Washington's getting 3,
screaming. Yes.
Okay, we're just gonna play devil's advocate, even though I'm gonna be rooting for Baker.
Yeah.
But I can honestly see this going. I can see Jaden Daniels putting a stamp on the offensive rookie of the year. You know, obviously they're not supposed to take the playoffs into consideration, whatever.
I agree.
But it's hard not to once you see it, right?
Yeah.
So I think Jaden Daniels. I want to say I think Baker's gonna take it, but I'll play devil's advocate with you. I think.
Okay.
I can see Jaden Daniels going. No, what's
So Jaden, we got 250 over under. Baker's 250 as well. Both of them are sitting at 2.5 touchdowns.
Jaden Daniels is going under 250.
Agreed.
He's going under 250. He's probably going to rush for over 80. I like
that. I like that.
I like that. That's a moneymaker for us. And anytime touchdown scorer.
Yeah, well, I can see
not Daniels, but I could see him getting a touchdown. He's kind of the one that kind of always leaves me hanging. Like he'll get me the yardage I need, but like the anytime touchdown scorer, he's not like one of these.
Tush Push.
He's not a Josh Allen, and he's not Jalen Hurts kind of guy where he's a Nazi on the goal line. You know what I mean?
So that'd be a good. I didn't look those props up, but that'd be a good one if you hit with the anytime touchdown score.
What's the over under on that again?
Over under's 50.5.
50.5. I could see this game going like 32, 30. I could see 31, 28, 30. Yep. So
I got a little less, just because it's still, to me, it's still a rookie quarterback going into into Tampa. It's going to be hot still. I guess not that hot because it's 8 o'clock at night, but it's still an away game for a rookie quarterback.
Yeah. I like okay, so I like Washington getting the 3. I like it going over.
Yep.
And I like McLaurin to have 2 touchdowns.
You're seeing like a 32-30 game then, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see it going down to the end, and I can see it.
So
yeah.
I agree with you with the McLaurin because I had this one here. So they got McLaurin over under on at 70, and they got Evans over under 90. I'm honestly taking the over on both of them because I think both of those guys are going to throw to their go-to guy, and I feel like they're going to force feed that ball.
Okay.
So I can see Mike Evans doing like a $110. I can honestly see Scary Terry doing that too.
Okay.
I see that guy, man. Scary Terry, man, he is fucking dude. He's phenomenal.
He's out of the fucking wide receiver U.
Yeah, he is fucking good, man. He doesn't get enough credit sitting there in Washington.
No, he don't get no credit. But he's starting to get a little more.
Agreed.
You're starting to see him come.
You know who's he's been hitting well too? Actually, was with Jamison Crowder.
Yeah, Crowder's been getting his name called.
Yeah, weird seeing him come back again, man. Because he didn't do. Was it last year with you guys? He didn't do shit.
He didn't do a fucking thing, and I was all hyped up.
So was I. He was like another Curtis Samuel for you guys. Like he just hasn't done anything.
Yeah, it sucks.
These last like 5-6 games, he's actually done pretty well.
Yeah, I like their running back too.
Washington?
Yeah.
Brian Robinson.
Yeah,
there?
I liked him earlier in the year more than he's been lately.
Yes, but it was also 2-headed back there with Austin Eckler. Austin's supposed to be back this week, so like full time. That might help them a lot, actually, having Austin Eckler back.
That's what I'm thinking with Eckler coming back. He might be change Robinson's play.
No doubt about it, but it also changes their entire offense having a dump off back like that.
Oh, dude. Well, which would in turn
helps it also helps Daniels, man, being able to have that safety
play action.
Yeah,
everything opens up, and then that opens up your mobile quarterback's legs too.
Yep,
just the whole dimension of it,
So you're thinking over. I'm thinking just under. Like I'm thinking just under 28-20ish. That one's gonna be close. I think it'll be a better game than people think. But again, I'm just such a big Baker guy that could just be me wanting that win.
Look, he forcing it, sure, I guess. He just, the way they looked last week, dude, and they did look like that a couple weeks ago again.
Yes.
I think it was Carolina it was.
But
Carolina's been playing better.
No, both divisional games.
That's good. That is a good point.
Look at the Bills against Patriots a couple weeks ago in the game.
I was there. It was
terrible. Yeah. So divisional games.
They do matter. They do matter. But you just like, man, they just hoping like someday it just makes that a liar.
I agree.
I just want to see it. But
Saints had absolutely nothing to lose except to fuck a divisional team.
That's true.
It. So that's just a different atmosphere when you're playing divisional games, especially on the last week.
Yeah. So no doubt, I get that.
Let's move on to the last one. It'll be a Monday night game, last NFC game. We got the Vikings sitting at 5 against going to the Rams. We have an over/under of 47.5.
I'm going. Who's getting what?
Vikings are giving 1.5. Rams are plus 1.5.
So on this, I would just do Rams money line.
Yeah.
Rams money line over.
Okay. I am Vikings under money line. I
Flores
think this
defense
is going to
take over.
Close. I think this is going to be fucking close, man.
I think. Okay, let me hear your story.
I feel like Sam Darnold has to show up after how bad he did last week. Plus, I'm a 49er fan, and I fucking hate everybody in my division, so I have to see Sam Darnold throw this ball. And it's not going to be as much to Justin Jefferson. I can see Addison having a humongous fucking day against a bad Rams defense. They don't have the defensive line anymore. I think Darnold's going to have all day. I just see Addison fucking putting up probably like...
Like Verse got hurt?
Well, I mean...
They got those rookies from Florida State. They do generate some pass rush.
Again, it's rookies, though. I mean, I've watched them play all year. They really haven't been that great. I'm more scared of their offense. I think Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua are going to have a big fucking day. Stafford wants to win. Still show he has it.
That's my whole reason of taking that team over that is because you got a guy that's, I guess, Matt Stafford has not been there that much, but he has won it.
He's won, yeah.
He's won it. Mm-hmm. And he's been in a lot of big games. I like Stafford over Darnold in this game. I I like the way I seen Stafford miss, overthrowing Jefferson the other night in that big game.
Couple extra bad throws.
Actually, in the same drive, like 7 of them.
Yeah.
It was fucking horrible. I wanted to jump through the screen because I had so much,
Yep.
I wanted to just choke him. I was like, oh, this is really what you do now. Like, and then, you think, what if that got in his head?
That's true. Or I just look at it the opposite way. I feel like he played so fucking poorly that he has to come on and show something now.
Dude's never played a playoff game. He's never sniffed
right.
one. This was his playoff game the other night.
Hopefully, that's a good point.
Hopefully, you hope that was his first playoff game in his brain because he's never played with stakes that high ever in the NFL.
It's just hard to win 14 games and say that team can't beat a 10-win in the NFC weak division. Like, we didn't have a good division.
Dude, the Rams, I think that the Rams, this is what I said all year after I saw that game versus us. I said Sean McVay is the best coach in the NFL.
He's good.
I think, personally, that Sean McVay toyed with us that night, and they played games with our subpar bullshit defense we were trying to play. We didn't make adjustments fast enough. And, honestly, dude, Puka Nacua he's disgusting.
He's disgusting.
Disgusting, dude.
He's disgusting.
He's so hard to cover, dude.
He is disgusting.
And I just think Stafford still got one of the best arms in the NFL.
Sure does.
And he's nasty.
Sure does. Cooper Kupp's getting a little older.
He's getting older, so he's,
But he's still a good receiver.
Yeah. And I like Kyren Williams.
I would say Kyren Williams is a good running back.
He's a good anytime touchdown scorer guy, He's always hitting.
I don't know. I just feel like I truly believe Darnold has to show up this game.
Yeah, I do too. I hope he does because I want to see that team succeed.
Me too.
I'm playing devil's advocate with you.
Yeah.
Right? I on my real bet slip, this might be a game where I put 2 bets in on it.
Okay. That makes sense.
So I could cover one.
Yep.
I think maybe this game, like you said, it's a 1.5 point spread. Obviously, it could go either way.
Yes. This is a close game. Obviously, the Rams have home field advantage, but if you've ever watched a Rams game, they don't really ever have home field advantage because their fucking fans don't show up. Ever. The stadium's empty. You might see more Vikings fans there than you'll see Rams fans.
There's probably more Rams jerseys in St. Louis.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, those guys, Rams right now, they're too busy being on the fucking beach than they are going to a game, which I don't blame them. It's 75 degrees all the time, but so we got Sam Darnold over under 250, Stafford over under only 225.
I'm definitely taking Stafford over.
Me too.
With no doubt, because even if they get behind, he's going to be launching grenades. You know what I'm saying? That's Stafford fashion. I like Darnold. I think Darnold goes. I would take the Darnold was a 225. I think
230ish, 240.
Yeah, I just think the 250 kind of scares me.
I think that's a lot. I also think he likes to dink and dunk sometimes.
Yeah.
But
if it's there though, he's got potential to hit them big ones with Addison, Jefferson.
Addison, Jefferson might be.
They're a good combo, dude.
Yeah, my God, that might be the scariest one too.
And with Hawkinson too.
Exactly. And a good run game. I mean, even Cam Akers has been.
Cam Akers always he's playoff Cam though. Like watch him in the playoffs, and he's got something to prove versus the Rams. We'll see what happens.
McVay
and you got Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones. I mean, problem with Aaron Jones is, man, he's playoff Aaron Jones. Every time I remember him on playoffs, he just makes a lot of bonehead fucking plays.
Yeah, he is. He's an emotional
fumbles,
guy.
He drops. Yeah, he just. I don't know. He don't play like Aaron Jones should. But who knows? He's been running hard.
I'd still pick him. Plus 60 in receiving, plus
all-purpose
yards. I go with 60 with him.
They're gonna give him the ball, but we got JJ at 100 over and under, Addison 60 over, Puka 90 over under. Kupp is only 45 over and under.
I'm hopping on that trade.
To me, I'm going Addison Kupp right away.
Yeah.
I didn't check their touchdowns. Sorry. I mean, I'm assuming Kupp and Addison are at half right now.
Yeah.
I would honestly, I could take both of them. Scoring a touchdown.
I like
what you said though, Kyren Williams. He's going to score a touchdown.
Yeah, I think Williams scores. I think that what's that kid's name? Disley? No, not him. He's on the Chargers. What's that kid?
You talking about the tight end?
Yeah. Fuck's his name. Stafford hit him one game, heavy dude, and it was. I could see versus Flores defense that brings a lot of pressure.
Yep.
He's going to be looking at that tight end pretty quick. Or a lot of Cooper Kupp with quick little out routes,
Yes.
So I could see that. I don't know. I like
I see Cooper getting a lot of out routes quick.
Quick because that
Couple
all
slants.
that pressure, man.
Yeah.
Flores, he
yeah.
doesn't give a fuck if you know it too. He's bringing the heat.
He's a good coach.
He is a good defensive coordinator. For
He'll be. I think he could be somewhere again next year. He said he's taking every.
Just make sure he's on a team with some grit. Don't put him in. That Miami shit don't work. They're soft as fuck in Miami.
All right, so you're thinking Rams, huh?
I'll play. Yeah, I would pick. Honestly, that's a toss-up game for me.
Me too.
The Rams whoop my team's ass, so I'm gonna have to say, yeah, the Rams are gonna beat the Vikings.
Hard not to, man. But see, that's where I look at just that game alone. Like their defense is still a little weak, man. Like
if that Jared Verse and that Fisk kid or whatever, dude, they do. I like them at Florida State, and it was awesome to watch them go together again. And I like that D tackle they got too. That young kid, what's his name there? For the Rams. I'm not good with the names tonight, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I like watching them play. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
They'll be all right. It'll be a good game
Yeah.
at least. That'll be a good way to end it, I think. Okay, we'll move on to AFC playoffs. AFC playoffs. First game we have is Saturday, right? Or is it Sunday? I don't remember. Oh no, it's Saturday at 4:30. I don't like this shit. Oh no, it is. It's on CBS, not just Paramount. If you have both, you can watch CBS on CBS and Paramount. We have Chargers sitting at the 5 spot. We have Houston sitting at the 4 spot. Chargers are -2.5. Houston's 2 plus 2.5. Over under sitting at 42.5. What do you like?
I just not sold on the Chargers offense. I just can't get behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't bet. If I can't bet with it, I can't get behind it. It's usually how it goes. You just can't rely on it. Like Dobbins has got to have a big game. That'll open up the McConkey.
Yep.
Which then there's that Disley kid that I was talking about. I just misspoke about.
Yep.
I like that. I like Herbert a lot. If he get his legs involved,
Absolutely love Herbert.
I think if everything goes well, I like the Chargers and the over.
Really? So
I wanted to say Chargers, big defensive game, shut them down, blah blah blah. But I've been seeing it not go that way with them. It's been kind of like I've been betting that way. Like they're gonna have these fucking defensive shut down juggernaut type of game, and I ain't seen it.
Yep.
And I think Stroud has got enough weapons there, and I especially like Mixon.
He just hasn't played well.
Yeah.
Stroud
has been exposed
I very much like Mixon. Mixon's been playing fucking great.
So is Nico Collins.
Nico Collins is great.
The Texans got their injuries with Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs.
Tank Dell and Dell. Dude, that's huge.
That was huge. And then, I like Dalton Schultz.
So do I.
I like Schultz. I think Schultz got to show up this game if they even have a chance.
They're going to need him. Because you can double Nico, man, and then try to fucking stop Mixon running. But I kind of like the Chargers on this one. I'm back to what you were just saying you don't think's going to happen. I see a 20-17 game.
Sure.
I see something small. I see a bunch of field goals.
Sure.
I could see Ladd scoring ones or Dobbins. I just don't see. I think it's going to be a really boring game, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But I do like Jim Harbaugh as a coach, man. Obviously, as a Niners fan, he's a good coach. He's been in the playoffs. He knows how to win. He took a fucking Chargers team I did not think was going to win this much, and he's taking the playoffs as a 5 spot.
You know what I would throw in this one is a Chargers defensive touchdown.
Okay, I can see that. I can definitely see C.J. Stroud making a fucking bad pick 6 in this game.
So can I.
Especially if it's something tight like 10-10 or something. It's third quarter. He's trying to make something stupid.
I want to say I don't know. Maybe I just think that the Chargers defense is good. I love it. I love their way of football. But I seen them. The offense does get clicking sometimes.
For sure. Justin Herbert's fucking.
He's awesome, dude. He's awesome. He's just a beast, man. They call him a humble beast. He's a beast, dude. And I like McConkey. I like that.
I like
Johnson kid. They got some quietly really good receivers.
They got a lot of young talent.
Yeah, dude.
A lot of young talent.
That's why I'm and I can see Stroud at least knocking off 2 touchdowns and a field goal,
And maybe we could see Zeke fucking push one in.
So that was my last thing I was gonna say was I'd like to see the odds on a Zeke anytime touchdown.
I mean, I bet that would be big money if Zeke actually.
Probably like a plus 900.
I'm probably gonna play it.
Man, I was
Just for no reason,
just
but
for the hell of it.
just because the money that's gonna come with it.
Yeah.
So they got Herbert at 275 over under, and they got CJ at 225.
What's for Herbert again?
275.
Ugh.
Unless my writing is bad, it could be 225, but I think they got him 275.
Okay, I like Herbert under 275.
Me too.
What's the other one? 225.
225.
For Stroud.
Yeah.
I like Stroud. I want to say over 225 because I could see him trying to play from behind.
So that's what I was just about to say. I can see it being like 20-7. Like I have to win 2017, but I can see it like 20-7 or something.
Okay.
And they're throwing a lot at the second half.
Okay.
I can see the Chargers just ground and pound because that's how Jim Harbaugh likes to play. He likes to just run down the game. And if Dobbins is having one of his 130-yard games, I can see them using him a lot.
What's the over/under?
Over/under on what the game?
Yeah.
42.5.
Yeah, I was thinking like a 28-17 game.
Yeah, so I mean you're close to me, just a little more. I'm 2017.
Yeah.
So can I. I don't see it being that exciting. I see it more of a defensive battle. I really do. I see a lot of running. Joe Mixon has to take over this game, I think, for Houston if they want to win. They've just been a really bad team the second half.
Yeah.
Definitely not what they were like when they played the Bills.
And that their defensive like what's his name, Anderson,
yeah,
and the kid from Minnesota there, that Hunter.
Yep. They gotta
get to it, man.
For sure.
They gotta get that pressure on.
They need to hit Herbert a lot.
A lot.
They need to put Herbert on the ground.
They do. They have to. That's how they have to take control. What sucks for them is that one kid's out. That kid that got suspended, that Pop.
Oh, Aziz.
Dude,
wait, he can't come back this week?
Yeah. Can he come play this week?
I think it's this week because he had his 3-game suspension. Was it 5?
I thought it was 5.
If it was 5, then he's definitely
That's why I thought he was out. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought when I remember seeing it, I'm like, dude, that takes him out for the playoffs.
Yeah, Aziz
you had him,
good.
right?
He was. I mean, he was sitting behind Dre and
Fred,
so he had to go. No, I would have loved to have him back.
He's nasty, dude. When I watched him play versus us, I was just like immediately like, yo, if I was ever able to sign that player to my team, I would 100% sign
But again, this was like another 5th round, 6th round draft pick for the Niners, but he was a study of the game. He said he sat behind Fred Warner. He's like, I'm going to learn as much as I can from Fred Warner, and he did. Kid's a fucking stud.
Dude, that's how anyone in any trade
He made
should do it.
Exactly. He made a stupid decision. He shouldn't have hit him. He did. I don't know if you saw it. He wrote a nice letter fucking apologizing. He's like, I made a stupid decision in the moment. He's like, but I was going and I hit him. And he was like, it was stupid. I don't apologize. I'm sorry what happened to him, which he's not wrong, but he's an NFL player and he's trying to make a fucking hit. He's trying to stop somebody. Quarterback's running, quarterback slid, and he hit him.
20 years ago, we're not even talking about
20 years ago, they're laughing like, what a fucking hit. You took you did your job. You took care of the quarterback.
Right.
So I
get it, but
if he's out, that will hurt. I thought he would be back because he is good, and they do need him.
I think if he plays, it makes a huge difference.
So do I, 100%.
Huge
that changes
difference,
the middle of the field right
huge
there.
difference. What's his name? Will not be eaten in that part of that middle of that field.
Oh, no fucking way,
No, he's not big enough to play with him. He'll bully him, and that's the one thing I'm counting on. So we'll see.
That'll be fun. I guess I'll look at that later and see if he is or not.
I thought it was 5. Hopefully it's not because I want to see him play. I like watching.
I hope
him
it is
play.
3. So do I. I hope he gets to play this week because then that'll run in the next year then too for him, and that'll fucking suck. That'll suck.
That'll really fuck his whole offseason.
Yeah, exactly. You know you're gonna miss fucking opening.
I'll be pissed too.
Yeah, that'll suck. All right, so I'm taking Chargers. I'll even take the -2.5.
Sure.
I'm gonna take the under. I'm going to take under Herbert as well with you. I'm going to take under CJ too. I'm definitely taking over on Mixon on 60 yards.
Me too.
Dobbins at 60, that's a toss-up.
I like Dobbins with the 60 without Edwards in there.
I think I'll take that. I know, because I don't think Zeke
will
maybe
be like down goal line.
Yeah, pretty much. He'll get 2-3 carries maybe just to put his name in there and let him see the offense. Ladd McConkey's at 70. That one's tough. I don't know.
I like that.
Do you?
I think Ladd McConkey goes off.
Okay.
He goes off.
Somebody has to.
I think
that team's got it.
I think McConkey goes off on. I think McConkey goes over. He's anytime touchdown scorer. I think I would do Herbert over 25 yards rushing.
Okay.
I like Dobbins under 60, but anytime touchdown scorer. That'd be my parlay ticket on that.
Okay. They got Nico at 100. I'm taking the under on that.
I'm taking the under on that.
Yeah, I don't see Nico. What's his name there? What's it, Robert Woods?
Woods, I see. What's he?
I think when I looked earlier, I think he's only at like 25.
I think he's gonna get that.
I'm gonna take.
Woods shows up in these games
for sure, and they need him right now. They need him.
I think what's Schultz at? Do you know?
I didn't look.
I bet you Schultz is like 25, right?
I'm not.
And I would honestly in this game take that.
Honestly, with Robert Woods, I would take the over to 2 catches too.
Yes.
I would take him around like 4 catches, 50 yards.
Sure.
You know, that's what I would look at. I think that's going to end up being a big hit, putting him on a parlay there.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, I think he shows up in the games.
Yeah.
He'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on to the next AFC game, 8 o'clock. We have Steelers, Baltimore. Steelers sitting at 6, Baltimore sitting at 3. This is prime, which I have, but I still think it's fucking bullshit. If you're going to fucking play playoff football, let them be on the fucking regular channel so everybody can watch.
Greedy.
It is. Over under 43.5. We got Baltimore giving 9.5. Steelers getting 9.5. I don't mind that because the Steelers have played fucking terrible lately.
Horrible.
I still think 9.5 is a lot for a playoff game like this.
Start Fields.
So do I. I think Russell
Tomlin
Wilson
should pull that trick out his ass. Where I'd be like, you know what, dude?
They wouldn't have a clue.
No, man. I wouldn't even say nothing about it either.
Neither would I. I wouldn't.
Close practices all week.
Yep.
Fucking boom. Throw Fields out there. Be like, Russell, sorry, brother.
I still have, as much as I don't believe in Lamar Jackson ever, I feel like John Harbaugh's not going to fuck this one up this time and run the ball 7 fucking times. If they don't run the ball 30, 35 times, then he's definitely a fucking idiot. But I see a 30-18 type game from Baltimore to Steelers.
And what was the total points?
Over under 43.5.
So you're going over.
I'm going over, for sure.
Over, and you're taking Baltimore with the spread?
I'm taking Baltimore with the spread.
I'm taking Baltimore with the spread, and it's 43.
43, yeah. I know, that's tough, man. That's low.
That's real low. I think it's going to be... I got to go Baltimore with the over, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm sitting at for sure. I mean, they got Russell Wilson sitting at 225 over under.
He's under that.
They got Lamar sitting at 200 over under.
He's going over that.
See, I was taking the under.
Under 200?
Yeah. They got Henry.
You're hoping they just start pounding the rock, right?
I'm telling you, I just think
they should. If they don't, they're gonna get booed out of the stadium.
I think Lamar is gonna drop the ball and run a lot.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's a pass play, you know how he gets, man. He just starts running.
Yeah, like a little gazelle.
Yeah, kind of. And it's
really
honestly, I've watched him lower his shoulder the last fucking few games too, which is wild to me, man. But he's a little guy, and he takes one hit, they're fucked.
Lights out.
Yeah, but they got Henry at 100. They only got Lamar at 50 over and under rushing. I'm taking the over on Lamar. That's just me.
What's his at?
He's at 50.
Oh yeah, he's getting more than that. This game.
Yes. The only thing that worries me about Lamar is he'll get greedy. It's more of when they do the read options, he's done very well at reading it well.
Sure.
I feel like he's going to get greedy this game and not hand it to Derek as much and start taking him. And that edge rusher hits him at the end because he doesn't bite on it.
Well, that's what happened a lot last year in that game.
Exactly.
It wasn't Harbaugh's not calling it. He called the RPO because he's got this kid that does a good job doing like you said in the regular season.
He does.
He did the same shit last year when the light was on.
I just don't want to see
hopefully he doesn't fuck up. The guy's got 1,900 yards for a reason, dude.
Exactly.
So obviously you want to utilize that. That's a lot. That's a lot of yards that guy's got.
And that Steelers defense is still pretty good.
They're decent. Yeah, they've been getting banged up.
Yeah, for sure.
But they generated some serious pass rush the other day, and they played a lot better. They held that Bengals team.
Yep.
That was probably the best I've seen someone hold the Bengals down for a while.
Yeah. That's a good Bengals team. They a little too late.
Thank God they missed the playoffs.
Yeah, most Bills fans, any smart Bills fans saying that, like, you don't want to be fucking playing them.
I was praying to God that I was first of all, I was hoping the Broncos would blew out the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't really want to see Bo Nix. I really wanted Miami to
win. Exactly. Every Bills
Miami
fan
to win.
should
I'm
wanna
like,
see
fuck
that.
it. Could Carson Wentz do this in Miami? Miami's up like 6-0. I'm like, come on, Carson Wentz, let's go. That didn't happen.
Yeah, I honestly don't think that'll be a good game. I think that'll be boring as fuck. Even though, I mean, there was good games before. I think it was 20-18, the one game. So between the two of them, I feel like the Steelers have really downgraded a lot.
Yeah, Pickens is a fucking. He's not
what
on the stat sheet.
What a fucking joke, man.
He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
That kid's a fucking
What
space
a
case, man.
fucking asshole.
If he could stay
dude.
focused, man, and be like more focused on the team and shit, you know, that's one thing.
Russell didn't play great last week, but he was throwing some nice balls to him, and he looked fucking lost.
Russell hasn't played good in 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree with you on the Justin Fields thing. I think he should be starting, but it's tough.
Tomlin's not going to do it now, so.
No, because they'll make him look like an asshole.
Yeah. Tomlin's good. He's got his over 500 season again. The record goes on. And it's sad that he's just happy with mediocrity like that, it seems like.
Sit at the 20th pick every year. Anywhere from 18, 20, some bullshit
every
like
other
that.
couple years you hit a fucking gem.
Yeah.
And that's what happens.
Yeah.
You know?
That sucks for the Steeler fans.
It does.
Najee Harris at 20. You think he goes over?
Over 20 yards?
Or 40 yards, sorry.
I think he does.
I think he does, and I think
Warren.
I was just about to say.
All purpose.
I hit Warren last week with a touchdown, and I've been playing Warren a lot with all purpose.
He's been coming a lot to life.
I mean, they're even giving him the ball in the red zone, which is crazy because Najee's supposed to be the bruiser. Yeah. But he's been
he fucks up my goddamn shit, man.
Yeah, Najee Harris is an asshole.
Fuck him.
He's one of those guys you don't ever draft a fantasy ever again.
I know, I got him in my keeper league.
Yeah, I have him
because he's on the board and he's like, there's like all these like other backs that are not.
Yep.
They're not like starters, right? You're like,
so you take the number one.
Yeah, and then you take the one and you're like, oh, it's number one guy. I got another one back, and then he's not.
He's not. And he just doesn't play like one.
Fucking can't stand.
But weirdly, he's done 4 years in a row of 1,000 yards. So I saw that stat the other day.
But that's not that big of a deal.
Not at all.
That's 1,000 yards, 56 yards a game.
Yeah.
56 yards a game. Go fuck yourself. 1,000-yard running back is nothing.
And that's only 100 points from a guy who doesn't catch the ball in fantasy. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's annoying, honestly. If you.
Yeah, 1,000 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Sweet,
go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah, he was shit. Honestly, Warren came on at the end there.
And you play on a running team.
Yeah.
How does Pittsburgh score points?
They don't.
score points.
They don't. That's why they average 15, 16.
I don't understand it, man. I don't.
Neither do I.
And they're like, oh, someone's wants to talk to Arthur Smith about head coaching. Yeah, that sounds awesome, dude. You're fucking so stupid. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm a nobody, and I can see, like, that would be the dumbest idea.
For sure.
Give me some money, man. That's a dream job for me, dude. Dude, give us some money. Let us run a team for a week.
Yeah, and then we can go back to just sitting and talking shit because
no,
probably a lot
harder.
So yeah, I guess we're both hitting. We're taking the Ravens, obviously, with over 43.5, I think. So I don't see that. I just can't see that one.
I mean, okay, let's say this though, right? Let's say we get this storm or whatever.
Yep.
Right?
All right. Yep.
Okay, it's in Baltimore. It's not going to be crazy, but let's say the weather affects it. I could see that becoming a bruising game.
Okay.
And kind of like how the Bengals kind of held that the Steelers held that Bengals defense down.
Okay.
I mean, Bengals offense down.
Bengals offense,
I think if the Steelers could generate that pass rush and get Lamar looking stupid, and Lamar gets out of
it's playoffs, man.
It happens every time.
Playoffs. Lamar Jackson looks like fucking dog shit in the playoffs.
He looks
I think
like
he's
a
had
different
one
player.
decent player. I think he's had one decent game his entire career. So.
I'd rather have Joe Milton than Lamar Jackson.
The way fucking things have been, you're not kidding, man. Lamar's his last years have been fucking awful.
Yeah, man.
But we'll see.
I think he tears him up. But I could just see the game. If I bet it this way, the game's gonna be like Harris will go over 100. Warren will have 70 all-purpose. You'll have Derrick Henry will go for like 90.
Yep.
You know, something like that.
2 catches, something bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the game everybody wants to hear about. 1 o'clock CBS Sunday. We have the number 7 Broncos versus the number 2 Buffalo Bills.
Well, actually, this one I brought something for this one. So, this is, if you can't tell who I'm picking for this.
Nobody circles the wagon.
So
we got over under a 47.5. Who do you like? Broncos are getting 8.5.
So I'm gonna take the Broncos with the 8.5.
Agreed.
And I'm gonna go with the over.
Agreed.
And I'm gonna take the Broncos with the 8.5. Over. I'm gonna go Kincaid anytime touchdown. Because I bet you anything he's gonna hit this week, and I know he's gonna have crazy odds because he's been fucking dormant, right? And I like Mac Hollins with an anytime touchdown. I also like Ray Davis to have a decent game for the Bills as well.
I'm taking the over. I'm also taking the 8.5 for the Broncos. I see about which is shocking, I'm going to say this, but it's Josh Allen, so I got to give him the points. The Broncos defense is good, but
They're
I
good.
still see like a 30-24 game.
They're good. Like Patrick Surtain's gonna completely not like get utilized. Like he's just way too good for anyone on the Bills. So like you're not even gonna see how good he is, right? That's how this game's gonna go for us. Like
talk about him winning defense player of the year.
He's a stud, dude. He's so fucking good. He's like the last of them type of corners.
I don't disagree. He's a shutdown. An absolute.
He's the only true shutdown I think in the league right now. After this year, the other guys show their ass a little bit.
Yeah, I thought Sauce was, but he's not.
He's not. He didn't play no real football, dude. He played for Cincinnati, dude. He got lucky the first. Cincinnati they don't play nobody, right? Like this kid's legit. Surtain's comes from blood, dude. Like
Surtain's phenomenal. He's a great shutdown.
Porter's pretty good too, but he's got his ass beat too this week here. You know what I mean?
Yes. So I like him though.
Yeah,
he's a badass. Like
he's a badass, like his dad.
Yeah, he's badass like his dad. I think a big player in this game who I'm hitting over with 50 yards, I'm taking way over. I think the most underrated player in the NFL is fucking James Cook. I think he does not get talked about enough. They got him at 50 yards right now. He did another 1,000-yard season quietly, plus his receiving yards. I think he's going to go for off, man. I see 100-plus all-purpose from him with a touchdown at least.
Yeah.
I see Josh Allen, obviously, an all-purpose touchdown with 2 passing touchdowns. They got Josh Allen sitting at 250. I don't know how I feel about that. They got him sitting at 40 rushing. He will break that.
I don't like the two. I'll click him for 225.
Yeah.
I like the 225 over 40 rushing.
I'm definitely taking it. It's Josh. He's going to run the ball.
I'm taking 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown.
Yep.
I like Cook with an anytime touchdown, and I like. I would pick Cook with the. I like his like all-purpose yards over 80 to 100, and I'd like the smallest one on Ray Davis, the plus 25.
For sure.
I think that Ray Davis has been giving you that. He's been giving you that every game.
I think what I'm gonna really watch this game to see what it is next game for my betting is I'm gonna see who gets the top targets. I can see Shakir getting a bunch of targets this game, and if he does, I'm gonna bet him having the next week.
That's
playoffs. I feel like you have to find.
Yeah, it's copy paste.
Yeah,
copy paste.
Yeah.
That's why you see. That's how you see these relationships burned and etched into history of NFL. It's because they get made in the They get made in the playoffs.
Or you can lose people like Stephon Diggs, where he doesn't get his ball all the time when somebody shows up, and he's hitting somebody harder every week,
and then he ruins it for everybody.
Exactly.
This is where that's going to be different. Where you got a bunch of guys that just. One thing that is really worrying me is the Amari Cooper situation. You ever heard that?
So he's out, right? Or he's hurt?
It's a personal thing.
Yeah.
So he hasn't shown up yet.
Okay.
So that is actually really troubling to me because I don't think if we don't have Amari Cooper, we don't have a 1 or a 2. I think Shakir's a really good 2. Like he's I don't want to shit on Shakir. I'm just being logical.
But he's not going to go
not a 1.
Surtain. I mean,
okay, exactly.
Surtain's going to beat him.
Exactly. And you need Cooper. Cooper's the only hope, and Cooper has had a lot of reps with Surtain.
I was just about to say he's played against Surtain a lot.
Right. So, and that was my one thing about we need Cooper to negate that because Surtain's going to see him and be like, I'm on him all day.
Yep.
It's going to be like that. And,
yep.
So I think I think Brady's got to keep. If Brady gets away from the balanced attack and he starts getting one-dimensional with the passing game, we're gonna get fucking. We're gonna lose. I'm telling you, I think
that helped you so much. James Cook, I'm huge on they should have a most underrated player of the year award, and I think he deserves it. Or underappreciated.
Undervalued.
Yeah, he did so much this year. He didn't fumble like he did last year. He caught more balls this year without dropping them.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
And he fucking dropped his shoulder and just ran people over this year. He played great.
James Cook he's definitely gonna get the bag. You know.
I think he deserves it.
If it's not in Buffalo, it's gonna be somewhere for sure.
I
love him to stay around. I love him. You know.
Yeah, because he fits your offense well.
Yeah, we're not an offense that is gonna have any room for a fucking down bruising back. You need guys that are versatile.
Yes, for sure.
Get out in the open and fucking.
It showed how much it worked this year.
Ray Davis is about as bruiser as we're gonna be able to utilize. You know,
he's like a little bowling
he still gets out and gets some screens. You know,
he's like an old Maurice Jones.
I love that kid. Honestly, that kid's a monster, dude. Mm-hmm. He is like MJ.
He is just like a little bowling ball, man. He'll hit
low
you.
Center of gravity.
Yep, exactly. Another one I'm gonna hit the over on is Sutton. He's at 60.
He's a stud.
He is a stud, man.
He's a top 10 in the league right now.
I don't disagree with that. I really don't disagree. I like Bo Nix too a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna take him over 225. Well, no, I will because I feel like you're gonna be playing from behind.
Yeah, honestly, I don't want to say this because I hate to be that Bills fan, but I can see this getting ugly fast.
So can I? But that's why I'm hitting over on a lot of Broncos guys. Yeah. Like Mims is at 50. I'm probably gonna take him over too because I just feel like they're gonna be throwing the ball because they're gonna be down too much.
I like Mims over 5 receptions.
Like I said, I see it being like a 30-24 game, but I don't see it being a close game.
No,
if that makes sense.
It's gonna be close on a score possibly.
It's going to be one,
but it's going to be because they had to play catch up.
There's going to be like a minute left when it really was like 30-17.
Yeah, right.
A minute left. You're playing prevent defense at that point. They score and pray to God they get a fucking onside kick, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I really want Kincaid to come to life, man. He's got to, man.
You need him.
He's got to, man.
You need him. I think he has to because you got to have somebody.
I think he tears the fucking Broncos linebackers in half. He's too athletic.
Yeah.
And I like Keon Coleman when Josh Allen's playing.
Yeah.
I think they complement each other pretty well.
Yep.
I think Coleman's going to have some playing because if Cooper is playing, I think Coleman might get some looks too.
Well, then he's a big number 2.
Right.
He's a good
and Shakir's there.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like the Bills. That's why they're probably really hard to defend because I couldn't sit here and tell you who I would rank their receivers at still.
I don't disagree.
I mean, obviously,
especially if Josh threw the ball around.
And to me, that's huge.
But that's why, like I said, playoff comes. I'm going to see who his main target is this week.
I think Shakir's going to be it.
So do I.
I think he's going to go to Old Reliable. His yaks are wild. His accuracy. He does not drop targets. He makes the best of every target he gets.
So are they going to find out tomorrow if Cooper's back?
I hope so.
So his practice starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, Wednesday.
Hopefully he shows back up around, you know.
You would fucking hope so.
Because if that doesn't happen, then you're in big trouble.
Because you traded him for this time of year.
This is what you got him for.
That's what you traded him for. I want to know. I just saw he was out personal. I mean, I want to know what the fuck
I think it's a death in the family.
That's sad.
And I think he's that kind of guy where that's going to really hurt him.
Yep.
He's a really good dude.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He's a dude, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully Coop comes back because he's so fun to watch. I watched him in person, that dude. I was just like, the catches he made that day were just fucking...
And he's quiet.
He's quiet about it. He's like, I've never been on a team like this before.
And he's like, I'm catching 2-3 balls a game.
He's like, I don't give a fuck. I love it. Every one of them.
Yeah.
So
I like him.
I like the way the team's talking, the way the team's acting.
Yeah.
I love our offensive line on the low. No one gives them credit.
Mm-hmm. Except your big right tackle. I fucking hate him.
I love him, man.
I know.
He gets a lot of penalties, man.
Yeah, way too many penalties.
But he's that guy, though, dude. He's that guy. I
just feel like he gets a lot of holding because he's not off the line quick enough.
Yeah, he does do that, and he gets a lot of fucking false starts because he's just too fucking ready to get contact with somebody, man, or he's too scared to get beat.
Yes, I think he's scared to get beat because it happens. He is a little slower, but that happens when you're 6'8" or some bullshit.
6'9",
yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's huge.
He's a beast. I'm glad they paid him. I like him. I'm glad. I think he's getting better every year he's been in the league. So.
I mean, just the fact of an intimidation, having a fucking 6 foot.
Him and Dawkins as bookends, that's what I want.
Dawkins.
And my quarterback's the least touched quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
In league history.
In
league history, the least amount of fucking.
And it's not because he's running. He obviously is running, but dude, he sits in that pocket like your offensive line blocks.
I just don't even want to get into how much of a team effort it was this year for us, and that's just like such a great feeling because there's not one sure everyone wants to make it around Josh, well deserved. He is the man, you know.
Yeah.
But that team around him, the offensive line
The offensive
phenomenal.
line is huge.
The coaching's been better, you know. Brady has been so much better. Look at Dorsey, just got shit canned out of fucking Cleveland.
So my thing is, the only thing that scares me is like we just talked about Lamar, how bad he is in the playoffs. I just hope
Josh has got the best. He's
not saying Josh. I'm talking about your coaching. I'm hoping it doesn't. Come
I think
down
Brady's.
To
I think Brady's the one controlling the offensive.
I do too.
I think Brady's. I think Brady's. I think.
Well, that's why Brady's that's why he's being seeked out right now for coaching job,
which is not fair. Like,
I know.
That's
which
what
I
I'm
can
saying.
see him in Cleveland next year.
They showed him in Jacksonville too.
Oh, okay.
Jacksonville requested him too.
That would be.
I see that later today too. Him. And now I guarantee you Vegas too, because Pierce he got let go later today.
Let go.
You know.
I don't see New England getting him, but yeah, I don't know. I just hope McDermott doesn't make some stupid fucking bonehead decisions.
Oh gosh.
Because we've seen a lot of that, man.
Oh gosh. I think if we don't make the AFC Championship game, McDermott's fired.
He's gotta be.
Gotta go. And it sounds crazy because we've been in the playoffs. We've been relevant. We've been killing it. We just had the best year ever, right? And that's why if you don't do it this year,
problem is like I think the NFL is so big on they just want revenue, and if you're making the playoffs, you're getting revenue. Why do you think Mike Tomlin's still around?
That's why he's around.
I mean, and I'll go down saying Mike Tomlin's one of the best coaches ever. He's taken a lot of fucking bad teams to be decent playoff teams, at least winning teams. But when you get to the playoffs, you don't win.
I mean, look what he's got calling offensive plays from the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck? He's a defensive guy again.
Exactly.
Right?
But he's taken, like, I don't know anybody who thought the fucking Steelers were going to make the playoffs this year. Anybody. And they did. I mean, he deserves it, but...
I mean, they were really about to win the division. You know?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, kind of same with McDermott, though. He did well, but he made a lot of stupid fucking plays. A lot of stupid calls again.
Yeah, he did.
So, I mean, I said to somebody when they played the Lions, I was like, 2 really good offenses, 2 pretty bad defenses, and 2 shitty coaches. I mean, that's the way I looked at that game.
Yeah. I mean,
I know.
Shitty.
I'm
harsh.
I'm a hater with them.
I'd say he's situational shitty.
They're 2 boneheaded coaches. I guess I'll say it that way.
I think Dan Campbell's definitely boneheaded.
He plays with his fucking emotions too much, man. He plays.
McDermott is not good in the last 2 minutes of a game.
No, he's not. His clock management is bad.
Yeah, he sucks with that.
Dan Campbell just thinks it's fucking Madden. So
Dan Campbell's definitely retarded.
It's 4th and 24.
Let's
go
Ben
for it.
Johnson, you know.
Yeah, right.
But and Aaron Glenn.
Yep.
But I think McDermott this year.
He was better, but he's still. I mean,
our defense has got a lot of takeaways, man.
Yep.
We got. We've been generating some pass rush. We've got guys coming back. I mean, our secondary's been beat up, but they got some guys, that have been getting healthier. I like Bedford a lot. I think Bedford runs with Sutton all game.
Yes.
And I think if they put Rasul Douglas out, we're going to get burned because he's lost a step this year.
What happened to him? Jesus Christ, man. We were fucking praising him
last year.
Last year. That trade last year, I was so mad as a Niners fan. It's like, how the fuck did we let...
That was a good
and you gave
trade.
up nothing, like a 4th rounder or something, dude. I was like, this...
I know.
What a fucking great decision that was.
Yeah, I know. And, Bean makes a good one, and it's like McDermott fumbles it, fumbles a rock, So,
yeah.
Hopefully not this year. Hopefully he brings us something this year. We got AFC Championship game or bust, man.
I agree.
And if we lose to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game, then that's still I think he still goes.
Yeah. Are you going to the game?
I don't know. I got tickets for it. I don't know. I try to put them up for sale.
Oh.
But I put them on Facebook for sale. If anyone wants tickets, I got them. Depends on if you want to. It depends. I haven't thought about it yet.
Yeah, I hear you.
It sucks. I like being by myself.
Yep. Me too. I don't like.
Especially,
my thought was, what if they lose?
I've been there for the Cincinnati game when they got crushed by Cincinnati at home. That was like the worst car ride home ever. It sucked. The walk out of the stadium. I was there when they lost to the Chiefs in the 32nd game. That's why I'm like bad news in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, it's just dead.
So I'm like,
no, I'd rather sit at home
so them tickets are for sale, $1,000 for the pair. Row 6, right on the tunnel.
That's a good fucking.
Best tickets in the fucking house. If you got kids that want to interact with the players, you get the gloves, you're getting the headbands. We get them all the time. It's not even cool to us anymore. That's how much you get them. I'm not trying to talk shit or nothing.
No, I get it. That's cool seats though.
Yeah, no doubt. Hit me up.
All right, well, it was a good episode, buddy. Good luck this weekend. Hopefully, you're wearing the hat again next weekend.
This is hopefully the rally cap. All right, so we need this here. We need this. We need the guy that's been responsible for 80% of our team's offense to continue doing it. So 80% is pretty good. He's been doing it for a couple years in a row at 80%. That's actually never been done before.
I see James Cook though. I think he's gonna take this game over.
Hey, if he does, Josh Allen's the type of guy that's like, God bless you, thank you, do it again. And that's why I can't wait to see it. The beautiful, just the complimentary football that we're gonna play this weekend. And I just hope that Bo Nix does it. No offense to him, I like watching him play with other teams,
but it's your Bills.
I
right?
think the real Bo Nix is coming out this weekend that will be seen earlier in the year, and I think he's in it.
Playoffs are a different animal. Bo Nix has played well, but I don't know. I don't see it.
Bo Nix, I think, will be my second pick for offensive rookie of the year.
Oh yeah, I think Jaden Daniels first.
I think he picks. I think he gets it. But I think Jaden Daniels gets it for me. But I think that Bo Nix was making ground on him at the end of the year.
Agreed.
Not a lot, but he was. That game versus that showdown with Burrow, he looked really good.
For sure.
So.
I've been a Jaden Daniels all year.
Yeah, same.
But
same,
yeah,
same.
Bo Nix was right there at the end. Especially if you look at their stats, which you
Yeah.
don't always look stats, everything you watch play. But
Yeah.
beginning of the year, Bo Nix wasn't what Jaden Daniels was doing.
No, definitely not.
He definitely stepped up.
For sure.
All right, I think that's it for us then.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me over.
Yes, sir. It was enjoyable, everybody.
All right, guys.
Enjoy
Thanks a lot.
playoffs.
Please hit like, share, and then hit subscribe on the YouTube channel.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Tell their friends. Bring a friend. Go Bills. Let's go.